Hello my darlings. So it's time for our PSHCE learning. So that stands for Personal, Social, Health and Citizenship Education. It's so many things to think about. But basically what we're concentrating on at the moment is our feelings. So today I want to share with you a story. So this is today's story and it's called The Garden of Hope. And it's by somebody called Isabel Potter and Katie Rewse. It's a little bit of a hard name to pronounce actually at the end. And on the back, on the blurb, it says, a little girl finds courage and purpose as she transformed an overgrown and neglected garden into a place of beauty, love and ultimately hope. Neglected means that it hasn't been paid a lot of attention. So here we go, the Garden of Hope. Open it up. Here we go. There's the beginning. So, things had changed since Mum had been gone. The house was untidy. Maya, Dad and Pip were a bit of a mess. And the garden had become wild and overgrown. Here we go. So there's Dad and Maya and Pip. Pip's the dog. And there's the garden. It's beautiful, but a bit overgrown. Dad was trying his best, but sometimes it was hard to remember all the things that needed doing. Maya sometimes felt lonely, but luckily she had Pip. Of course, there were moments when it was impossible not to miss Mum. So here we go. Here's Dad, trying to remember everything. And there they are getting Maya ready and dressed. And then there they are out at the park. Here we go, there's Dad and Maya and Pip, and they're seeing some other people. And I think there they are, and they're seeing a Mummy and a Daddy and a little one together. And they're probably realising how much they miss Mummy at that point. When Maya felt sad, Dad was always there for a bear hug. He was a great storyteller and he told Maya tales of magic and adventures in faraway lands. She particularly enjoyed the stories when Dad wove her and Pip into the plot as brave characters. So the plot is what the story is about. So there they are, cuddled up, and Dad is telling her wonderful stories. Special moments together. One afternoon, Maya was feeling sad and a little bit anxious. Dad said it was time for a story, so here they are. This one was going to be about Mum. Maya stopped biting her nails and looked up. Dad hardly ever told stories about Mum. You know your Mum used to worry about things too, don't you, Maya? Said Dad. Whenever she felt upset, she would go outside, plant some seeds and wait for them to grow into something new and beautiful. Your Mum knew that by the time the seeds had grown, those worries would have faded away. She called them her seeds of hope. On the table were several packets of seeds. Here we go, packets of seeds. Dad and Maya looked out at the overgrown garden and shared a smile. There they go. Maya started in the potting shed. It was full of dust and cobwebs, but she soon found what she needed. There we go, we can see some of the equipment just like we use outside. She's got some gloves, she's finding some other bits and bobs. She's got some pots and some soil. She's probably going to find maybe a trowel to dig with. Next, she began to busily pull up the weeds. The garden had been unloved for a long time and the weeds had tangled themselves over everything. My goodness, she's got lots of work to do there. At last the ground was ready. It was time to plant the first seed. Maya chose the packet with a bright sunflower on the front. It was Mum's favourite flower. As she dug a hole, Maya thought about Dad's story. She dropped the first seed in, closed her eyes and hoped. So there she is. Some days were harder than others for Maya, but thinking about the garden made her feel calm. When the first green shoot appeared, Maya felt a rush of happiness. The seed had become something new and beautiful. Sometimes Pip tried to help in his own way. There's Pip. Oh my goodness, look at him bringing the mud from the garden inside. Luckily, holes could be filled in again. Digging things up, Pip. But that's okay. You can just fill it up again. Sometimes Dad felt angry or upset, and then he joined Maya in the garden and they planted seeds together. Buds were starting to appear on some of the plants. There we go. There's the little plants. See lots of lovely little plants there. Maya spent all her spare time outside, rain or shine, nurturing her garden. So nurturing is like taking care of it, giving it attention. That's what we do for children. We nurture you so that you can grow and be happy. In turn, the garden repaid Maya's love by making her feel lighter and happier than she had felt in a long time. It's important to nurture things, whether they're children or plants or animals. Everything needs love and attention. Maya now had some fully grown plants and flowers. Wow, look at that, so beautiful. As well as seedlings. The flowers began to bloom and this attracted new visitors. First came the bees and the butterflies. Oh, look at that. Can you see the bees and the butterflies? It's looking gorgeous. No wonder they want to visit. And there's, look, Pip's chasing a butterfly. Then came the ladybirds, dragonflies and beetles. Can you spot them? Look at that. There's that dragonfly. I can see a lovely dragonfly and I can see some ladybirds. Oh, I'm looking for the beetles though. Oh yes, I spotted a beetle. You spot a beetle? Oh, she's got a magnifying glass. I can spot a couple of beetles. Oh, and I can spot caterpillar. Lots of lovely mini bees there. Birds arrived and with them voles and hedgehogs. Oh, look at that. So that's a little vole there. That's a small mammal. And that's a hedgehog. Got an owl over there. Another owl there. Wow, this garden is amazing. And here's a bird bath. Birds like to come to them. Finally came rabbits, squirrels and foxes. The garden was humming, hopping, buzzing and bursting with life. There's a fox's tail. Oh, I can see another bird up there, another bird up there. Wow, look at that. There's a bunny, there's a mole there. Mole and voles are different. Well, they sound similar. There's another bunny. I can see a squirrel. Oh, my goodness. Maya had transformed the garden into a place of beauty once more. Mum had been right. Maya had forgotten the worries she had planted with the seeds. The garden had carried them away. Things had changed since Mum had been gone. The house was still untidy. Maya, Dad and Pip were still rather a mess. But something felt different. For the first time in a long while, there was hope. Dad and Maya looked out at their beautiful garden and shared a smile. And there they are, looking out at their beautiful garden, and they've got some hope. So even though nothing takes away the pain of not having somebody you love with you, or takes away the worries necessarily completely, if you have worries or problems, you can't necessarily magically get rid of them all, but there are things that you can do to help you ease the pain and help you ease the worries. And for Maya, it was this beautiful garden, and doing something positive can really help when you've got problems. So, it's a beautiful story. Let's say bye to Maya and Dad and Pip and that beautiful garden. Bye. Garden of Hope. So, how did you feel reading that story? Did it bring up any questions for you? adults? And what are some things that you would like to do, or some ideas that you could have if you're feeling sad or confused or worried? What are some ways that you would like to cope with those problems? The book maybe gave you an idea. Do you have any others? Could you talk about those with your adults or the other people that you're with? This would be a good time to share those ideas and talk about any worries that you have at the moment. Okay, my darlings, I'm thinking of you, sending you my love and hugs. Bye for now.